it's Professor T. How are you this week? We are at the end of week number 8 of schooling at home. So I think you're probably in the groove of it by now. We're waiting for the spring to come, right? It's still pretty cold outside. I hope the warm weather comes in time for Mother's Day. Anyway, I have some very exciting news. Some artwork was sent in to Miss Ford after I did a video last week about positive space, negative space. Positive space, negative. Do you remember that video? Positive space, negative space. We talked about how we could cut out a hole, put it against something, and get a very cool result that shows us positive space and negative space. And if you're interested, please go back to that video so that you can do the same thing and send in artwork. So these are Miss Ford's students. This is Leah. Thank you, Leah, so much for sending this in. I'm all smiles. And Joel. Joel, this looks wonderful. It's bigger only because, why is it bigger than Leah's ice cream cone? Because Leah's photo was taken from farther back. So here are 2 great examples of the activity. And I hope more of you will participate. Miss Ford also put them on a Padlet that you can see from home. I will put the link for the Padlet in the blog. Let's just talk about something that's the same and something that's different with Joel's work and with Leah's work. Joel's is here, Leah's is here. We already know that the image of Joel's is bigger, right? Leah's is smaller. What about the ice cream? What's different in the ice cream? It looks like they both photographed against a marble countertop or granite. Looks like a stone, right? But what about the difference in the shapes? Oh, big difference. This one, Joel's has 3 scoops of ice cream. How many does Leah's have? 1. Okay, let's look for another thing that's different. Look at the cone. How is the cone made differently? Joel used dark lines. Leah used light lines. Okay, light lines and dark lines. Let's look for one more thing that's different. Let's look at the edge of the ice cream. The edge of the ice cream cone, let's see. Joel, the edge looks like it was cut with a scissors, and the edge is smooth. It's a smooth edge. Leah's is not smooth. Do you think she used a scissors? I don't think so. I think she might have used her fingers to tear the shape, which is a great idea. So there we have it. 2 School 21 artworks coming back to me, and I will now put them on the blog and put the Padlet link there for you, and it makes me really happy. So keep up the great work. Okay, if you've been with me for a while, you realize we did Flipbooks a few weeks back. Flipbooks are books that create motion. And I don't know if you remember, we did a sun rising in the sky and then falling. When it's in a flip book, oh, here it is, yeah. It looks something like this, okay? You may have to make them at home to get a good view on what's happening. But what I noticed about my first type of flip book was that I was having trouble flipping. I made one and it didn't flip very well. And I was wondering, why doesn't it flip better? So I went online and I did some research. And I realized that one of the reasons this book's not flipping better is because it's a lightweight paper. If it was a heavyweight paper, like a cardstock, it would flip better just because the paper is a bit heavier. But you might not have heavy paper at home. So what else could we do to make it flip better? Well, I went on YouTube and I found a way. Because if you go onto the internet and look up how to do things, you will find so many people have put up videotapes showing you. So here's one of a ball that works much better. Can you see this ball? The ball is going up and then back down. Why is it flipping so much better? It's because of the way I cut the edge. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that right now, because I know you would like to have a flip book that works. You want one that really works. So remember, we took a simple sheet of paper and we cut it in half. And we got 2 books, or one very long book, out of the sheet of paper. Isn't that amazing? You can get 2 books out of 1 sheet of paper. So I folded in half again. And no, it has to be a good fold. I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be working on my lap here. All right. Fold and cut on that line. This is if you want the book this size. If you want a bigger book, you don't have to cut as small strips, but you need strips of paper. Now you're going to fold the strips in half. Okay. Fold the strips in half. Put them together, fold them in half again, because I want these little tiny pages, like I had with the book I just showed you. Fold like that. Put like this, and then a new technique I have. First of all, what am I doing right now? I'm tapping it down on my finger so that these pages all line up. Okay, and that's going to be the side that gets stapled. All right, 2 staples really is all I need. And now it's a flip book that doesn't flip very well. How do we make it flip well? We roll it like this. See how I'm rolling it? And then when we get to the paper, we cut this part. We shave the paper is kind of what we're doing, right? So I cut it while it was rolled. When I unroll it, voila, it flips really well. Okay? So now you have your own flip book. If you wanted it longer, you would just add this to the back of this, right? So how do you get an idea for something that can move? The circle I used last time, the sun, could be used in another way. I know I put here a sun going up and down, but what else could happen with a circle? A circle, like I showed you, could be a ball going up and down, right? Up and down. How do I make my book? Well, each page of my book is one part of this drawing, right? This is page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, and so on. That's why I put the numbers here. It's a little bit messy, but each sun is a page, just like each ball is a page. When I get my first ball, I put it low. And guess what? I color both sides. I made black Sharpie pen with red inside because I knew it would show up well. Look where my second ball is. It's up a little higher, right? Then my third ball is up even a little higher. My fourth ball is going higher. Each page, the ball is going up, 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 and now is it coming down, 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 all the way down to here. That's my last page, just a little bit of the ball. So when I flip it, you see the ball going up and down, up and down. Now I was thinking you could do something with a ball, just like this. You might need a little help from an older person, but that's okay. So the ball could go up in the air and come down, right? What if something went up in the air and it just kept going? What kind of circle goes up, 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 up? What about a red balloon? In fact, there's a very well-known book named The Red Balloon. Look, I started my balloon here, and the balloon's going to go higher, 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 higher into the sky till it leaves the page. So would you know how to draw that on a flip book? Yes, you would. You would start with the balloon low. Oh, did you see something? Excuse me. This flip book flips like this. The staples are at the top. This flip book flips on the side. So here's my balloon. Balloon page 2, balloon page 3, page 4, it's going up, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whoa! So here's my book. The balloon is going up in the air. Ooh, did you see that? I don't think you did. I didn't do it too well. There you go. I hope you can see that. I hope you can see that. But anyways, it's really fun to do at home, this flip book. If you need a little help, that's okay. But it makes me very happy to see what looks like a moving image, right? It's like a movie, but it's not a movie. But it looks like something like an animation film. Something moving like in a movie. So I hope some of you will try this at home. I hope you will send your example to Miss Ford or Miss Kaminsky at Don Bosco School or Miss Masher at Panther Academy and Harp Academy or wherever you have an art teacher, and I'll be happy to look at them here at home and put them on the blog. Okay, thank you so much for listening and have a great weekend and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Bye-bye.